Good afternoon, everyone. Erica with Aurora Heart Healing. Today, I want to share an inner child healing. And this is really specifically for most of us that have had things happen in our lives. And if you think that you've never gone through anything or that maybe things have not been that hard for you, I want you to take a moment. You can draw it on a timeline if you'd like, or you can just picture it in your mind. And I want you to think of 0 to 5. 0 to 5. You can close your eyes to visually be able to see those ages, 0 to 5. And think about what happened in that chunk of time. And when I say what happened, it's say if your parents got a divorce, if your mom or your dad were having struggles, issues, depression, maybe someone lost their job. One of your parents left your job, or your parents were absent. That happens too. So from 0 to 5, think of some of the things that you were told about, you might not remember, or things that you do remember. And just think about those moments for a moment. And allow yourself to think about some of the ways that you feel, that you felt during that time. What exactly was happening and how did that affect you? Now we're going to go to 5 to 10. People are usually in school at that time. There might be kids that aren't so nice, if you know that that's an experience that a lot of us have. Maybe there was bullying. Maybe there was a teacher that was a bully. I know I actually had a teacher that was a bully. She would stand me up in front of people and she would actually make fun of me. And that damaged my self-esteem so deeply. So think of 0 to 10, or that 5 to 10 age range. What are some of the significant things that happened within that age range? I know my parents got divorced around that time. So just think about certain things that happened from 5 to 10. And then we're going to go from 10 to 15. The hormonal ages, the times where we were teenagers and we have all of these different experiences within our life. We are going to new schools. We have some excitement, but some fears. Maybe you're homeschooled and you're frustrated that you constantly have to be in this small environment, or maybe you're just comfortable in that and it's kind of scary to be outside of that environment. 15 to 20. These are where people are starting to make you way more responsible over yourself, and things are getting harder. You're growing, you're excelling, you're being expected to know what you're going to do in your life later. Feels overwhelming, kind of scary, like, oh my gosh, I don't know what I want to do for the rest of my life. You're being expected to do these things. Maybe there's more peer pressure happening during those ages too. Other teenagers are living life and they may not know what they're leading you to, but you follow because you don't really know what else to do. Or maybe it's the opposite and you're really confident in yourself and you believe in yourself, and other people are envious of that and try to push you down, because that happens too. How does that affect you? Does it make you feel that you need to be smaller or shrink yourself? Because you got to make sure that people like you. What about 20 to 25? Maybe you got your heart broken. Maybe you had kids. Maybe you're single and navigating the world of that, because that's a whole nother world too. Whatever you're doing, maybe you're going to school, maybe you've passed and not passed tests. Maybe you're determined. Maybe you put blinders on so that you don't really have to deal with some of the things that you're dealing with. Maybe you're out and partying and just having fun and thinking that that's what the rest of your life is going to be like. And keep going forward, breaking your life into 5 year increments. What has happened in those 5 years? What are some of those things that may have been difficult for you through those years? For this meditation, I will begin in just a minute, but I really want you to engage within this meditation. Ask yourself deep questions about what it is that you experienced. Maybe you had family that ignored your emotional needs. I know I did. I know that I started life for my children ignoring theirs because I didn't know that that was a thing. Maybe you had very apathetic people in your life or people that really didn't care about anything outside of themselves. So they taught you to be selfish too. Whatever the case may be, I want you to take a moment to open your heart, to open your mind, and to start to reflect what it is that you've gone through. Because when we are bleeding, we tend to bleed over people that did not wound us. We're usually hurting the people that are the safest in love because we are wired to think that the chaos is regular, that's normal. So from 0 to 5, 0 to 7, you're being taught and trained that maybe these inconsistencies are normal and that they should be embraced. Or you had to survive by people pleasing or shutting down yourself emotionally and not allowing anyone to see past the mask that you have faced, that you have put on your face for so long. So, right now, I want you to take some nice deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth, allowing yourself to feel centered and calm. And continue that breath cycle in through your nose, out through your mouth, just allowing for that peace to enter into your space, connecting to yourself, and starting to really connect to those memories. And I want you to think to yourself, what happened between 0 to 5 for me? Was there anything that was heavy, frustrating, sad? Did you get blamed for things that were truly not yours to begin with? Maybe you made a mistake, you dropped a glass of milk and you were yelled at, screamed at for doing that. How did that make you feel? How did that make you perceive yourself? Maybe you started being a perfectionist and not allowing for mistakes to happen. Think about what it is that this little 0 to 5 year old, whatever age comes forward, what did they say? What can they tell you? And continuing your breathing pattern to allow for that little one inside of you to feel unlocked, to feel safe, to feel understood, and to feel loved. Would you tell them that there's conditions for the love that you give them? Would you say, I can only love you if you're perfect? What exactly is it that you want to share with that 0 to 5-year-old child? What is it that they need? Listen for it. Talk to them. Ask them if they want a hug. Or maybe, where can I put you that it's safe? How can I help comfort you? How can I help guide you? And in that moment, as you continue to just explore what this 0 to 5 age range has to offer, taking your time, allowing for your heart to open towards that little one that just wants to be loved, just like you now, that is just navigating the big world, just like you are now, and give it compassion that maybe you didn't get at that time. And after you give yourself a few minutes of just talking, maybe you want to pause the video to give yourself a little extra time with this 0 to 5-year-old. And now let's move to 5 to 10 years old. What was happening in that age? What was something that was impactful? Maybe it was something that was so beautiful, something that made you happy. Maybe it was something that disappointed you. Maybe you had a lot of struggles during that time, getting to know who you are, pushing boundaries, pushing back, not really understanding what this means, what things mean. But you're opening up your eyes to a world that's outside of your just your parents, but into more, and exploring that, feeling and sensing anything in your body that might feel heavy. Maybe you feel tired. Maybe you feel frustrated or rejected. Maybe you feel like nothing you do is good enough. Like you clean your room and your mom comes in and says, "It's not done." Maybe you feel angry. Maybe you just feel sad. Allow that 5 to 10-year-old to come forward and just listen. Let them speak. Allow for any messages to come through, opening up for guidance, keeping your breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Anytime your mind might want to wander, just remembering that sometimes these memories are uncomfortable and our body will try to defend ourselves against discomfort. But through the discomfort is where real, true healing begins. And continue to explore, what does this 5 to 10-year-old need to say? What do they need? Do they need a hug? Do they need love? Do they need understanding? Or maybe just to express something? Maybe this 5 to 10 is holding a lot of anger and resentment and doesn't know what to do with it, help that 5 to 10-year-old with it. You, as your adult self, protecting that child that lives within you that might be frustrated or scared, that might be shocked or surprised at the new world. And as you watch as that part of you steps forward, maybe all they want to do is just be cuddled and held. Sit them in your lap and caress their hair. What is safe? Let them know that they can tell you anything and everything that they need to tell you. Pause the video if you need more time to unlock and access that peace, or more time to identify what feelings are coming up. And once you feel that this age range has been complete, put them in a safe space, in a place where it's loving and kind and where they're surrounded, where they don't have to worry about being judged, being hurt, or being perfect. Now, focus on 15 to 20. The ages don't have to be perfect, they just have to resonate with you. Still taking nice deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Focus on age 15 to 20. Any insecurities that might come up, doubts, shame, struggles that you might face with your parents or whoever your guardian is at that time. Maybe you feel lost, without direction, unsure, wishy washy. Maybe you feel pressured to perform, pressured to be something when you're still learning who you are and what you want to do with yourself. Maybe you feel carefree and light, and you've been lucky to have a very easy life. Maybe you're facing challenging relationships. And that can be difficult and painful. Maybe you feel betrayed. Or stressed. Allow for that 15 to 20-year-old to express what it is that they need to express, what it is that they're feeling. Maybe you might want to scream. Let that, let that come through. Allow for yourself to fully embody what you needed in that moment. Allow yourself to feel what it feels like to be heard, to be understood, and to be loved for who you are, not what you do. and continuing to take nice deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Continue to allow yourself to explore your inner world. And through each age group, just realize, notice how it feels when you are releasing these emotions, these expressions, these thoughts, as you are giving yourself compassion and love for those parts of you that have been in pain, or maybe just confused. And pause the video if you need more time with 15 to 20. Just be sure to leave them in a state of safety and of peace, giving those parts of yourself everything that you needed and wanted. Now, 20 to 25, age 20 to 25. What are you experiencing in that age range? And no, you might not be a child, but I also don't believe that we ever truly grow up. We are all just children navigating the world the best way we can, the best way we know how. Seeing that part of you that is expected to be an adult, but might not have gotten the tools to be that, that is expected to create relationships and go to school, start a business, start a career, and the pressure that comes with that. Maybe you have numbed yourself and tried to escape feeling, and that's okay, but coaxing that little part of yourself out and telling it that it is here, that it is free to express, that it is safe to feel. And if you feel that there is an opening of floodgates of feelings, ask your spirit to slow it down. It's okay to slow it down, to take it one emotion at a time. Just one emotion at a time. Maybe you feel low in spirits, depressed. Maybe you're pushing those things away because you don't want them to overtake you, not knowing that every time we push those away or we ignore them, that they just get bigger. What we resist persists, and we will find ourselves in the same cycle over and over again until we understand what we are resisting within us. What is that 0 to 25 telling you? What is it saying to you? What is it trying to show you? Notice any bodily sensations that you might feel, heaviness. Maybe you feel heaviness in your arms or in your chest. Breathing through that discomfort, to heal a part of you that was ignored, that was numbed, that was told to shrink, and that is affecting your capacity to love. And as you give that part of yourself, that 20 to 25-year-old, what it needed, maybe it was encouragement, maybe it was just a hug, allow yourself to create a safe space for that part of you. Allow yourself to tell those parts of you that it's okay to not be okay. You do not have to be perfect to be loved. And give that 25 to 30-year-old everything that you need and want to give it. And I want you to continue moving forward to a time that comes forward freely. What is stepping forward? And what does that piece of you want to tell you? What does it want to know? What does it want to hear? What does it want to feel? How will you hear? And spend time with that part of you that has stepped forward. Recognize what it is that it wants, what it is that it needs. What does it represent? What are they saying? What are they doing? Are they playing? And as you move forward, remember to give that piece of you love and light and understanding. Remind yourself, remind this child that it is worthy of love and compassion. And then you want to see them grow and flourish and do better than you could ever imagine. Let them know that success is not based in money, materials. It is measured in love. The love that you have for yourself, the love that you have for others. Anything that feels heavy, just imagine that you are blowing it out. With each deep breath in, you're inhaling beautiful golden light, sparkles. And with each exhale out, you are exhaling negativity. You are releasing that pain that was stored within your body, that has had you stuck in more ways than you know. Taking a couple of minutes to reground yourself, to breathe in and out, allowing yourself to shake it out a little bit, to telling those parts of you inside, thank you. Thank you for who you are. Thank you for what you've given me. Thank you for what you've taught me. Thank you for being you. And as you move forward, getting back into balance, back into your body, notice what you feel. Notice anything that's changed or shifted. Yawning is a good sign. It means you are rewiring your brain to feel safe, to feel heard and understood. And as you fully settle back into your body, just notice anything that you feel that has shifted and give it love and compassion. Thank you for everything you've taught me. Thank you for being a safe space for me to open and be vulnerable. Thank you for being you. No one can do it quite like you. And thank you for the opportunity to share my wisdom, my beauty, and my energy with you. I'm going to take a couple more deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth, fully integrating back into your body, bringing you forward, bringing you to the present moment, and taking all of that healing with you. Mm. Take a moment to stretch, to shake it out a little bit. I like to shake my hair sometimes, just kind of makes me feel like I'm activating my nervous system. Can stretch a little bit. Yawning out. I always tell my client that I'm not yawning because I'm bored. It's because we're working on some things that are very intense. And when we're rewiring, we get tired. It can be very tiring because I took this journey with you. And we did not make it to higher ages, but for this collective, it felt like these were the ages that were the most necessary to help work through to heal. And I encourage anyone that did this meditation and went all the way to the end to journal, to think about what it is that came up and to notice how it has affected you today, yesterday, and what has happened within your relationships that belief or that thought or that feeling has created in those relationships as well, whatever kind of relationship. Just know that whatever you were feeling from that 0 to 30 was impactful. It was impactful enough for you to remember it. It was impactful enough for you to assign meaning to it. Why? And when you find your whys, you will find ultimate healing because then you won't be stuck in the same pattern because that subconscious issue has been identified, therefore released. And I'm not going to say you'll do everything perfect, but you might find small shifts that create huge changes. So I hope this was a good meditation for everyone. Please let me know in the comments what you thought. I am not a therapist. I'm a holistic health practitioner, and I am here to help through energy, through the emotion code, through compassion key. And if you found any part of this challenging, please be sure to reach out because you deserve healing. You deserve to live your best life. We all do. Now we're just dismantling the beliefs and the reasons why we believe that we do not. So I love you all. Thank you for stopping by, and I hope you have a wonderful day.